All right. Got one more reaction on the list, and then I'm going to go to a more standard reaction build of seeing what's popped up on my feed. And you can stick around for that if you want, rather than being like a music video. It's just me going to be commenting on the world, I think, for the most part. Hopefully, there'll be some new music videos that are dropped that I can react to. But yeah, we'll go from there. This is one that appeared on my feed earlier, and I thought I'd give it a look. It's called "We're Still Standing" by Van Rex Wolf. I have no idea about this person. As you can see, I haven't even clicked subscribe on them or like. Hopefully, this is good. This is going to be a learning experience for all of us. So, "We're Still Standing" by Van Rex Wolf.
The headlines burn like a broken screen. Another bad day, another bad dream.
Vertical video.
Everybody's tired, everybody's worn, still standing in the rain of another storm. They tell us to quit, tell us to hide, tell us the fire in our chest is dead. But I feel a pulse under all this fear. I hear a voice screaming, we're still here. Turn it up when the world turns cold. We don't need permission to be bold. You and me in the wreckage tonight. We are the spark, we are the fight. Hey, we're still late, we're still late, we're still standing in the middle of the clay. We won't break, we won't break. When it all falls down, we come one. We're still here, we're still late, we're still here, we're not done. Bills on the table, weight on my back. Promises fading, world off its track. Everyone's yelling, nobody hears, but hope still bleeds through the cracks right here. If you're barely breathing, barely alive, still dragging your heart through a 9 to 5. Look in my eyes, yeah, right now, right here. You're not alone, and we're still here. No more silence, no more chains. No more dancing in the plane. Tonight we rise, tonight we prove there's nothing broken we can't move. Hey, we're still here, we're still late, we're still standing in the middle of the play. We won't break, we won't burn. When it all falls down, we become the one. We're still here, we're still late, we're still here, we're not done. Yeah, the bar is screaming. We're still here. We're still here. We're still here. Yeah, we're not done. They told us hope was something you lose when you grow up, when you pay your dues. They said the world would bury our name. They said we're small in a broken machine. If your hands are shaking, raise them high. If your heart is tired but you're still alive. If you've been fighting wars in your own head, this is your moment.
Okay, first off, beautiful song. Feels very late 90s, early 2000s, sort of a punk-ish anthem. And I get the feeling that they were learning the editing of the animation on the along the way,
Another bad day.
because a lot of the editing software, the AI generators, as their basic form, will give you this portrait view for mobile as your first thing if you don't like specifically select the right resolution and angle. So I think this might be them actually generating these clips in order and just putting them one by one. They also improving quality as they go along a little bit as well.
Everybody's tired.
So this one I'd say is probably just like that last one, but it's been zoomed in closer to cut off the top part, and that's why it's wider.
Everybody's one still.
You probably can't see it because of the glow, but the hand is the wrong way around. The song's great. The video ideas, you see the hand.
Still standing.
Yeah, gotta love AI. The artifacts it gives you.
In the rain of another storm. They tell us
Cute cat image.
tell us to hide. Tell us the fire in our chest is dead.
Smugglana and Frost Fox. Now I think this might be Matara. I don't know. It could be somebody else. I don't know very many bug VTubers. I know there's like a moth one with like a green colouring. Not sure who that's meant to be. I think this might be just. So we've got Rev. There's a lot of there here I don't recognise, and they might just be OCs.
We don't need permission to be bold. You and me in the wreckage tonight.
This is blatantly something, but I don't know what it is. I know that some of them aren't VTubers. They're references to non-VTuber YouTube channels. And I believe that is Van Rex themselves from the profile picture. This might be somebody, but I just look at this and think someone in Kiss makeup wearing a Punisher shirt. But I mean, that could quite literally be someone's OC. There could be their image on their profile. Could be a VTuber who does this. Their design, but I don't know them. This one looks like my guy a little bit, but it's obviously not me. But I have no idea who it is. But I'm very generic looking myself, I think. This is obviously something in particular as well. And they got someone who's very, very Star Wars coded. Asmund with Rat. I suppose maybe the hair's throwing me off on that, but then again, it's also got like the long coat. It'd normally be like a t-shirt on his own, but you know, who knows? Honestly, that mask looks familiar. I mean, other than the fact that it's very General Grievous mixed with Darth Revan. I think somebody might have that mask as their avatar for a Star Wars channel. It's like the icon. Don't know. Alright. Is that meant to be Mizuki? Or is it another Fox YouTuber? Zentreya? Now, first of all, you could sort of say Alucard, but I'm thinking this is more a reference to the abridged Alucard than anything else. Because I think this is like a reference to YouTube channel surviving and so on. Van Rex again, I believe. Eyebrows. Now, this is a very interesting concept. Does anyone know who this is? I get the feeling this is a PFP icon rather than an actual VTuber. But I now want to see a VTuber with a BFM. I'd love to see a VTuber with this design. It'd be hilarious. Especially the attitude that goes with having that with the tactical sunglasses and cigar. You can imagine what kind of VTuber they'd be. There's so much here I'm not getting, and I'm just feeling old for it. Yet again, I don't know. Now this, I think, is Ember. And then you got the penguin again, but this time with bat wings. Somebody who's a Tengu of some kind. Beard meets food. That one I know. Yet again, proving how generic my design is. But this time it's with elf ears and purple hair rather than cat ears and black hair. Oh yeah, Beard Meets Food was a professional competition. It might still be, in fact. I don't know. He goes around doing food challenges. You know, can you eat this meal in a certain time? The guy is jacked, and he's tiny. He's like 5'6" or something like that at best. So Ember's already reacted to this. That's interesting. This just randomly popped on my feed. Maybe it's because I've got Ember on my sort of follow list, and if she liked it, it would have popped up on my. Yeah, you know how it works. When you grow up, when you pay your dues. Fleek. Is it Fleek or Fleekazoid? You say it's like food for a week. I've seen a video where he actually points out that there was 2 days in between two of these recordings, and yeah. Oh, cool. I've had this queued up ready to go since about 9 this morning. I have to set these up beforehand to make sure I'm not the whole Lord Intellectual and the Paradox shipping that's going on at the moment. It's just hilarious. I love the fact they're leaning into it. This could be something in particular, or it could just be a generic zombie playing saxophone. I get the feeling it might be something in particular. There's like someone in particular. Who's that? Arms appearing out of nowhere, but that's just AI. I don't know if this is Van Rex or somebody else, but I think it's somebody else, like a side. Oh. Thank you, BFM. Thank you for the follow. Now I recognise her, but I don't know who it is. It's like one of those ones you see popping up, but you never end up clicking on for some reason or another. From the amount of time spent just sitting on her image, she must be someone relatively famous. But I'm a shallow dipper into VTuber stuff, to be honest. More Ember. And Ember. Ooh, what happened there? Okay. Nice solid video. Good song. I do think the video it's entirely just like visual editing ideas that if they were gonna use the gens at this angle, they should have edited it to be a full video in that perspective, just to make it more cohesive and bring everything together. Just notes for the future if they ever see this video, which is unlikely. Some of the gens could have done with a bit more baking. That one's okay because you only barely see the hand for a fraction of a second. But there was like a, where is it? This one with the spinning gun. Earlier. It changes direction before catching it. It's things that you can like work on a little bit. Just like I'd have done that in a long clip in slow motion and told it to do it in slow motion because it keeps track of the spin better, and then in editing put it in at higher speed to give it the impression of the high speed spin. But it's all a learning curve. I'm not exactly an expert on it yet myself. It's a good sort of video. Like this one, you just need to give firm instructions that has got a full face, half and half black and white mask with no mouth and blank white eyes, and it will keep it that way if you very specifically tell it this is the case. You won't end up with the morphing you get there. But this is fantastically done. Get the feeling the person who made the video is more on Ember's side as well, Runya. From the phrasing of this, how much, I'd say a lot more effort went into doing the Ember clips, especially as they went along. You got the first appearance where it's kind of, I think it's her earlier on. Let's quickly find it. Where you can kind of tell it's her, but it's very generic anime female protag looking rather than looking specific like Ember. And then you go on to the next time she shows up. You got full cat girl, eyes glowing like a cat's in the night sort of effect. And then you end up going to another scene with her. Where she's receiving a lot of love and cute cats. And then you got this. I think there's a lot of love for Ember Paradox here in this video. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's mostly just editing, really, I think is the focus for the next one, in my opinion. Oof. I hate doing this sort of discussion of this way because I know I have a tendency to sound like I know everything and I'm going to tell you what's right. Well, I know a fraction of what's needed to know. It's why I make sure I watch videos made by Skybrows and others who are much better at it than I am, just to make sure I'm well and aware that I do not know everything about this, and I am dipping my toe in. But if I'd made this, my next step would be to work on editing things together and framing. Either go full portrait or try to generate in the full video format. Yeah. So I'm going to give this a like. I'm going to subscribe, see how they go from here on. That's what I'm hoping, but I know I tend to stray into arrogance when I comment. I'm trying to avoid that. It's one of my flaws. I've had it pointed out to me many a time that I can sound very arrogant when I'm talking about things. Even if I'm just trying to give my opinion, I can sometimes sound like I'm being arrogant about it. Okay.